Good morning. Good morning. Just going to sit here and talk to myself till somebody chimes in. Coffee might get cold before anybody chimes in with me here this morning. But this is impromptu. Who do we have with us? Good morning. It's Monday morning here in Iowa. Thank you for joining me here with Country Mama Musings. Um, I've just gotten up and I've watered the garden. I'm still in my pajamas, and I thought it was nice and quiet and cool this morning. Thought I would come on just for a little while and just do a little update on things going on here at the farm. Um, hey, Jim, good morning. Welcome to the farm. You say sometimes you'd like to come visit. This is what you would get. When I get up and have coffee in the morning with my friends out here on the deck, it is pajamas, no hair, no makeup, totally relaxed. And I have lots of friends and family that say, "Oh, we wish we could join you for coffee." And this would be it right here on the porch. Have to get ready for work. Had to say hi. It's good to see you too, Jim. You're doing so great on your channel. I'm so proud of you and I'm so happy for you. Everything is doing wonderful for you. I really, really am happy for you. Someday you'll have to let me know what you do for work since you mentioned work. This is my work here. I've already got up this morning and I have fed all of the baby turkeys and the baby keats and one baby chicken, and I've watered the garden, and I thought I would just pop on with a little bit of coffee here this morning. I'm going to let my Instagram friends know that I'm on this morning because I didn't tell anybody. I just popped on because I thought it would be something just fun and impulsive to do because that's what I do. I opened the camera. I don't want to take a picture of myself. I want to go to Instagram. Let me let them know that I've got an impromptu live right now. There we go. Bye, Jim. Love you guys out there on the West Coast, and I hope you have a great day. And we'll talk to you soon. I know you got to get ready for work. Got somebody else in here. Who else is in here? Jim was in. He's going off to work. Who else has joined me for coffee this morning in my nightgown? I was sharing with Jim that sometimes my family and my friends will say, "Sure do wish we could join you there at the farm and come out and sit on the deck and have coffee with you in the morning." And this is what it would be. It would be like no hair done, no makeup, in my pajamas. Good morning, Greenacre. You've got a meeting in a few, but want to stop by and say hello. Hello. I will be doing a new garden video this morning, later on in the morning, once I get dressed. And this one won't just be jazz. I'm going to be doing a little bit of update because there's been so many changes in the garden just in the past week. My tomatillos are taller than the fence. They have just exploded. And so I know I'm going to have a lot of tomatillos to make some fire roasted green salsa when they get all ripe and ready to harvest. Really excited for that. And last week it was like, oh, I have a pickle. And then I had two pickles, and I wanted to find that song for Instagram for a little reel that says, I got two pickles, I got two pickles, I got two pickles, hey, 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 hey. But I couldn't find it. But now it's like I've got 27 pickles, 27 pickles. They're just exploding with beautiful yellow blossoms everywhere, and I'm getting little baby pickles everywhere. So, one thing I'm going to be doing later today, though, and I will be making a video for it, is I'm going to be making some DIY borax ant traps. We do have it's not an ant problem, it's not terrible, but it's enough that I feel like I need to make some ant traps, put them in the raised beds, and see if we can get some of those ants to go in there. Good morning. Good morning along the river. It's Chrissy, right? Am I remembering that correctly, Chrissy? Good morning. See, look, no hair, no makeup, just pop by, have coffee. You said that you'd like to come by sometime. Come on over right here on my live. We'll just sit here and we'll have coffee and we'll chat. Yes, those little rascals, those ants. I've used my neem oil. I've sprayed everything down with a nice detergent solution, and it's knocked them down a little bit, but I think I would just be better off just putting a couple of little ant traps with some homemade borax solution in there and get those taken care of. Chrissy, I remembered. Chrissy, one thing you may not know about me is I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2015, and all of the chemo has pretty much fried my brain. And not that I wasn't loopy before, but I'm really loopy now. And so names are very difficult for me. And so it's really interesting that I was able to remember Chrissy. I cannot remember the Green Acres name. Um, I've chatted back and forth with him in email, but I can't remember his name. But it will stick in here someday. So welcome, grab a coffee. This is just going to be a really short little live. I've only got like 60% battery on my laptop, but I wanted to come out this morning because it's so beautiful. There's a slight breeze. Do you hear how noisy it is out here? Just the birds, maybe a little clip clop of the dog's feet on the deck as they're out here with me this morning. But I've got all of my gardening done this morning. I'm going to start pressure washing the deck. I'm about 70% done with pressure washing my deck and about 10% done with staining it. So I've been working from one side of the deck around the house to the other, pressure washing, and then some days I go back to part one and I start staining. So that's my big summer project this year. But another big summer project, and Chrissy, I don't believe you're in on this yet, is go back and find my video that says contest for a barn quilt. I'm having a contest for my page, and I have an old corn crib that is over 100 years old, and it has withstood a tornado and straight line winds that took down the barn, and it's tenacious. So I'm going to be painting a barn quilt just to kind of honor it a little bit, and I'm putting it out there to everybody in YouTube land to submit their pattern that they would like for me to paint onto the side. It doesn't have to be an original pattern. It can be one that you find on Pinterest. Just look up barn quilts and find one that speaks to you, that you think represents me and my farm here. And I will be taking submissions. You'll see in the video how to submit your entry. And I will be taking submissions all the way through the end of the month. And then in July, every day I will be going out and will be painting a little bit of that barn quilt, and that will come together through the month of July. Whoever submits the winning entry, whatever entry I choose, I will be painting a barn quilt for them, and I will be sending it to them so they have it for their homestead as well. So Chrissy, go enter that. Just look up a really nice barn quilt, something that speaks to you, and you'll find all of the details there in that video on how to enter. So I wanted to share something funny this morning. Like I said, I won't be on very long. Eventually, I'll have to get dressed and get working on this deck. I usually like to stay out here until the sun passes over the walnut tree, and then I'm doused in sunshine and I won't be able to be on here anymore. But anyways, so this weekend I had walked into the bathroom to get some water for the dogs, and the bathroom window is the only window that overlooks the orchard, and it's really the only way I can check on all of my coop kids, which are ducks, chickens, turkeys, and a potbelly pig. Can you hear my ducks? My ducks are walking by behind me. Um, so I looked out the window to kind of check on everybody, and I see Mr. Turkey. His name is Joey, and he kind of comes walking by, and I'm like, "Hey, Joey, how you doing?" Then the ducks come by, and they're chasing Mrs. Turkey because right now they'll mount anything that they can pin down, and it's kind of brutal. We got a lot of duck shenanigans going on in the orchard right now. But they come by, and they're chasing Mrs. Turkey, and her name is Monica, and she kind of comes running by, and they chase her off in this direction. And then farther out in the orchard by the propane tank, I see Mrs. Turkey dart by this way. And I thought, well, how in the world did she get over there so fast? I don't understand. She just ran by this way. How is she running by that way? And I thought, gosh, that's really strange. So I put my shoes on. I thought I'm going to go see what's going on out there in the orchard. And I look out there, and there are two female turkeys. We only have one. And I had to rub my eyes a little bit and look again. And I went and I came up into the house and I called my husband. I said, you need to come out here for a second. and help me with something. And we're standing at the entrance to the orchard. And I said, "Who is that?" And he goes, "That's Mr. Turkey." And I said, "Who's that?" He goes, "Mrs. Turkey." And I said, "Who's that?" And he's like, "What the hell?" We have a wild turkey. Jenny, we have a wild female that has entered our orchard, which is completely fenced off. And she's just kind of been hanging out. So now Joey has two girlfriends. I'm going to name her Phoebe. Um, but she hung around for the first day, and the three of them just palled around. I have a throuple out there now. And Mrs. Turkey went to bed that night, and I put Mr. Turkey to bed, but I didn't see the other turkey. She didn't bed up with everybody. And I wasn't sure if we would see her the next day. But the next day comes, which was yesterday, and sure enough, I opened the bathroom window. I took the screen off the bathroom window. Yeah, a thruple. Um, Chrissy, we started with Monica and Chandler. Those were our first two turkeys, and I absolutely loved Chandler. Every day Chandler would come to the up to the house, and he would sit on a blue chair right at the living room window, and he would watch everything that we were doing in the house. He was always trying to get in. He actually got in one time, and the shenanigans there were incredible. Running around the kitchen island and up on the counters and bowls flying everywhere. It was crazy. But sadly, in January, he got pneumonia and he passed away while I was singing to him. And my heart was absolutely broken. And I told my husband, no more turkeys. I get too attached to them. They're just too adorable. No more turkeys. He was about 7 months old. And then I was contacted by someone who said, I have this turkey and he's being picked on by the other turkeys and he needs a home. So I went and picked up Joey. So we have Joey and Monica now. Now we're going to add Phoebe to the mix. But, anyways, in the bathroom, I took the screen off because, like I said, it's the only access from the house where I can access the orchard. And I like to go in there and open up the window and throw my scraps, all of my scraps out there for the coop kids to eat up. And sure enough, yesterday when I threw some stuff out there, that wild turkey, Phoebe, she came up and she had snacks with everybody else. So now I do have a wild turkey and my two heritage breed that are out there. And I've got 5 babies in the playpen in the boot room that when they're big enough, they're going to go out as well. So the funny thing, though, about Monica that I have to share is Monica gets out of the orchard on a regular basis. She'll hop over the fence and she comes and she hangs out here in the front yard. Hang on. I have to put airplane mode on. There. Now we won't be disturbed for a second. Um, oh gosh, you know what? No, it wasn't a car warranty. I was going to answer. I think it was car warranty, but it's not. Anyways, every day Monica comes up onto the porch. Now she's going to. How is she calling me on Messenger? Go to YouTube. I'm talking live right now. She's naked. See, I just said that on thing. So now you really have to come over and say hi to everybody because now everybody knows you're naked. We'll take the towel off. Be completely naked and come join the live. Come join the live. Put some clothes on. Come join the live. They won't see you. They only see me, and I'm in my pajamas on the front porch. I gotta go. I got people talking. Bye. Let's see if she joins the live. That's my very best friend. Anyways, so what I want to get back to telling you about Monica. So every day she hops out, she kind of roams around and she comes up onto the deck. And we have a storm door on one of our doors and it's full glass. And every day she just sits there and she sees her reflection and she talks to herself. And it reminds me so much of that fish that is in Nemo, Finding Nemo, where the little fish goes up in the fish tank. She goes, "Hi, my name is Flo. This is my sister Flo." And I think she sits there and she talks to this other turkey, and she thinks there's a turkey on the other side of the glass. She does it almost every day. And in my mind, I internalize things that I think. I know, Chrissy, we can't see her naked. She needs to come join the live. We'll see if she hops on. Um, I know that down in the orchard when she's hanging out with Mr. Turkey and the other chickens, she'll say, "Well, I have to go now. I have to go talk to my friend Flo. She, my sister Monica that lives on the other side of the door there up there at the house, and they all think she's crazy. There's no turkey up there. You're talking to yourself. You're crazy. Well, now this other turkey shows up in the orchard, and I know she's out there going, "See, I told you there was another turkey." She finally got out of the house, and she's down here in the orchard with us now because she hasn't been back up to talk to anybody in the window since that other turkey showed up. But I think it's funny because I know everybody thinks that she was absolutely crazy. I give all these personality to my animals. I know she doesn't talk to them about, well, maybe she does talk to them about what she sees up there in the window when she talks to everything. So I just thought that was really funny that now we have three turkeys out in the orchard, and she has not come up to talk to her reflection in the window ever since that turkey showed up. I think it's adorable. So that wild turkey is welcome to stay here as long as she wants. Joey can have two girlfriends. My only worry is that if she decides to leave, I'm hoping that she doesn't follow and go with. I know you never know, Chrissy, what they talk about. Who knows what they talk about? I know that there have been times. I don't know if you've ever seen that one video that went viral where the fox comes up and is grabbing the chickens, and that lady runs out naked and chases the fox off to save her chickens. I had an instance like that here one time where I heard a little bit of a scuffle, and I looked out that bathroom window, and there were two chickens fighting. And I was like, "Hey, you guys knock that off." And one chicken, the chicken that's on top and is really pinned down the other chicken, slowly looks up at me like, "There's nothing for you to see here. Keep going." And it wasn't a chicken, it was a chicken hawk. I had a hawk that had pinned my hen down, and it was trying to fly off with my hen, but the hen was too heavy. So it was just flopping and flopping with my chicken. And I screamed and I ran out of the house and had to run all the way around, naked as a jaybird, screaming, flailing my arms, "Let my girl go!" And I'm screaming. And finally, the hawk took off. And I went and picked her up, and she had a little blood coming out of her nose, but she wasn't too terribly injured. And I put her in my little chicken hospital, and I took care of her, and she survived. But I thought later, when I let her out, I thought, oh man, did she go tell everybody? And that lady in the window saved me. Am I like their savior in their eyes at sometimes because they all come to the window and they just look up at me adoringly. And I know that the one saying, "See that one there in the window? She's the one who saved me from my imminent demise from that chicken hawk. She's so wonderful. She takes such good care of us." And I wonder if they talk about me that way. Or am I just the crazy fat lady that comes throw food at them? I don't know. That's why I stay fat too, Chrissy. Good luck dragging me off into a white van in a parking lot. A, I'm a lot to haul around. B, I'm just going to drop to the floor and pee my pants. So if you still want me after all that and you can get me into the van, more power to you. I am their protector, naked or not. That's true. I don't know what was more traumatic for them, the fact that there was a chicken hawk in the orchard or this naked screaming banshee coming around the corner, flailing her arms, screaming. Probably gave three of them a heart attack. Oh, yeah. Chrissy, let's talk about it. If you are ever in a situation where you are going to be, I clap my hands and it makes the whole thing shake. I need to stop. If you or anybody you know is ever in a position where you're going to be abducted or raped, anything like that, and this is important to share with your friends, drop to the ground. If you cannot flee safely, if you cannot run away safely, drop to the ground. It is harder for them to get you into a vehicle if you're dead weight on the ground. Um, the other thing is pee your pants and defecate on yourself, because if somebody has the intent of raping you, they're not going to want to do it if you've pooped all over yourself or if you've peed all over yourself. That is a very big deterrent. So I learned that in a self-defense class years ago. Whether it still holds true or if they've changed that status and thinking, I don't know. But the thing is if somebody is hell bent on hurting you and raping you. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you anyways. You might as well crap all over yourself and see if that deters them and gets them to go away. Good morning, Mahias. How are you? Thank you for joining me for coffee this morning. Just a real quick little coffee out here on the porch. It's actually kind of chilly this morning. We finally got rain yesterday, thank goodness. But I still watered my garden this morning. Chrissy, I pee myself on the regular too. After 5 pregnancies, 4 babies, and several major surgeries, and this diagnosis with ovarian cancer, I put that on airplane mode. Let's see who it is. You know what it is? It's not even anybody calling. Get away from me, phone. For some reason, I've got my Fitbit hooked up to my phone, and like every Monday, it reminds me that I need to do something stupid, and it rings like somebody's calling me, and I don't know how to turn it off. Chrissy's been chilly. Good morning, Downtown 66. What I want to do is I'm hoping that someday I will be live here on a live stream, and the phone will ring, and it will be somebody like a telemarketer. And I just want to answer the phone and say, good morning, you're live on the air with KCMM Radio, and see what they do. Freak them out. I just think that would be fun. My email is in my bio, but I will also send that to you, Chrissy, if you can't find it. And you'll need that for the contest too. There's a hint for you. I said Fitbit, and I would love to be Fitbit friends with you. It's not an actual Fitbit, it's something else. And the app that I use is called Glory Fit, which I always want to say that wrong. And I know you know what I'm thinking about. And I think they could have chosen a better name than Glory anything. But it's just it's a smartwatch, and I'm not wearing it today. I took it off because I get sweaty when I'm out here pressure washing my porch. So it's not an actual Fitbit. I have a Fitbit, but I lost the charger to my Fitbit. So my husband got me this other one, and it does all of my stuff. You know what, Jim? Join the party. We are all peeing ourselves this morning here in this live. All of us are peeing. I'm sorry, Chrissy. I know. It's a Glory Fit. It cracks me up. It's like, could you not think of a better name? Oh my gosh. Chrissy, you and I, if it weren't for the gutter, our minds would be homeless. I know we think the same way. Jim's back. I've got 4 people in here having coffee with me this morning. You guys see my mug? This is the coolest little mug. Jim loves all things vintage, but Jim's on the West Coast, so I don't know if he would know what Wells Blue Bunny is. But I picked this up at a yard sale. I got 2 little cups for Wells Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny ice cream is out of Lamar's, Iowa. It is the best ice cream if you can ever get Blue Bunny ice cream. It is so good. And I got 2 of these little vintage mugs the other day at a yard sale for free. She said, "Oh, just take them." My sister was so upset. She goes, "Where did you get those?" When we used to come to Iowa and visit our grandpa, he would always make sure that we had Wells Blue Bunny. And so I was so happy to find these little mugs. Oh, I turn everything the wrong way. Yay, I got a like. Smash that like button. Hit the thumb. Hit the thumb. It really was a great find. So for those of you who like vintage things, you'll appreciate that I got this really cool little cup, and I've got 2 of them, and I love them. They're perfect when you don't want too big of a cup of coffee. And I figured I didn't want to sit here and chat with you guys and have the coffee go cold, so I would go with just a small cup of coffee this morning. Oh, you can't see it because I know you won't be able to. There's a deer running across the field across from the farm right now. That's why the dogs are barking. There is a farm to the east of me, and there is a grove of trees. And I know there's a mama living in there with her baby. And we've heard recently that just to the north of our farm, there's a mama with a baby. And we think she might be in our grove behind me over here because we do have some choke cherries that were knocked down, and there's a thicket back there. So the mama and the baby can stay there. There's no hunting on our farm, and they are safe there. But there is a doe running across the soybean field across the way from me here, and that's why the dog's barking. So she's probably got her baby hunkered down somewhere safe, and she's going to go off and get something to eat, and then she'll be back. And luckily, my dog cannot get across the road to get to her. Oh, here comes the one truck that's going to drive by today. We live on such a busy road. Oh, Jim, you've had Wells Blue Bunny ice cream. It is yummy, isn't it? It is a good ice cream. Even if even if it's not the best ice cream in the world, which I think it is, just the nostalgia of having Wells Blue Bunny ice cream with my grandpa growing up is enough to make me love it and have it whenever I can. I have not purchased it in a while because last summer I bought myself a Cuisinart ice cream maker. And so we make our own ice cream here on the farm now. And I love just popping in the few ingredients and no preservatives. It's just the sugar, milk, cream, and a little bit of my homemade vanilla, and then whatever flavoring I want to put in. Usually it's my strawberry preserves. I made a mango kiwi one last winter, but I just throw those ingredients in and it mixes up my ice cream and I pop it in the freezer and we have that. So I haven't been supporting Wells Blue Bunny other than drinking out of their coffee cup. Yes. Chrissy, it is so easy if you get that Cuisinart ice cream maker. It's not like the old ice cream makers where you had to add the rock salt and all of the other things and hand crank it. It's this is really great. And my friend who called earlier who won't join us because she didn't have any clothes on, for those of you who are late, good morning, Donna. Looking good, honky. Good morning. Hello, Peter. Okay. See, this is why I need mods. Everybody say good morning to Peter, and then I'll need to get a mod to help me take care of that. Uh, when I said I like things vintage, I was mostly referring to my coffee cup, not adult porn stars. Right, Chrissy? Let's see where this goes. Um, I'll have to see if I can get that taken care of at some point. Oh, Lordy Lord. It's funny because there's always something new. Last live that I had somebody from Great Britain and Australia at the same time. So like stem to stern, all the way across the world. And then today I've got it is too early for Peter. It's never too early for Peter, but it's too early for Peter. He's gonna keep it rated G. Well, thank you, Peter. We appreciate that. Now I forget what I was talking about. Somebody remind me what I was talking about before I got Peter on the brain. Um, was saying something. You didn't miss vintage, Peter. It is a little bit vintage, Peter. Debbie, my naked friend, has joined us now. Hopefully, she's got some clothes on. She knows all about my little Wells Blue Bunny. Everybody say good morning to Debbie. That's my BFF who called earlier and said she wasn't going to join us because she was naked. But she's here now. Good morning, MT Homestead. How are you this morning? Just a real quick impromptu coffee get together out here on my deck, DECK. In my jammies, no hair, no makeup. And so, like my good friend can attest, if you come and visit me here on my farm, my friends and family, when they come visit and we get up for coffee in the morning, I don't do the hair, I don't do the makeup, I don't even get dressed. We just come out here on the deck and we have coffee. And so I thought I would join you guys and have a cup of coffee here with you this morning. You be nice to Debbie now, Peter. Be nice. Downtown 66, can you remind me of your first name or at least an initial, love? Um, if you haven't had a chance to check out Downtown 66, she does some really great videos all along Route 66, gives you some history about the Route 66. It's a really neat channel. Are you sure this isn't one of those nude compound homesteading? It's not, Donna, but we did discuss earlier that when the chicken hawks run after my chickens, if I'm not clothed, I will run out there and chase after them. Oh, poor Debbie. Her air conditioning is out again. Debbie just moved to a very warm, humid climate, and their AC went out on their new home. And so she's just been sweltering. So she had to jump in the shower, cool off. Then she gave me a call, and I said, "Oh, come on and join the live." She goes, "I can't. I'm not dressed." I said, "They're not going to see you. Just come on over." She got dressed just for us, though, ladies and gentlemen, even though we can't see her. Uh, yeah, guys, I would appreciate it if you'd hit the thumbs up. That would be really great. Like I said, this is just really short, impromptu. I shared earlier that if you want to go back and find my video about the contest I'm having for my barn quilt, you can enter that contest. You can put entries in until the end of the month. Doesn't cost you anything. And the winning selection will be getting a gift from me. Well, you're welcome. Downtown 66. It really is a neat little channel. And I shared with everybody that we've got you might have to go back, but we've got a wild turkey that has joined our flock out here in the orchard. So that's kind of neat. And I was sharing about how our female turkey would come up. And Debbie has seen this. My friend Debbie's seen this. She can attest that this is true, that the turkey would come up and talk to herself in the window of our storm door, and she'd be like, "Hi, my name is Flo. How are you?" And I know she went back to all of the other animals in the coop and said, "Yeah, there's this other turkey up there. It looks just like me." And they all think she's crazy. And then all of a sudden, this other turkey shows up, and she's like, "See, I told you. I told you there was another turkey." Good morning, Laura. Thank you for that. My ducks are walking behind me. You might be able to hear them, but I'm not going to tilt it down. So otherwise, we had a really nice Father's Day yesterday. We had some family over for barbecue. What did you guys do for the weekend? What you do for the holiday? Um, Share in the comments, kind of let me know what you guys are up to. I think everybody pretty much was real thankful to get together, spend some time with family. I'll do another ice cream video. I'll do another ice cream video if you'll do an ice cream video, Jim. I've got stuff to do ice cream right now. I don't have anything fresh to put in it. I could put my strawberry sauce in it. That I canned last year, but we can do an ice cream collab. That would be kind of fun. Um, I'll be working on a video that I'll be putting up either today or tomorrow. This weekend, my husband and I added onto our chicken coop. We added a new chicken run onto the chicken coop and expanding a little bit because we do have baby turkeys in the boot room right now. We have 5 baby turkeys. If you didn't get a chance to see where we sexed our baby turkeys, see, we've gone from nudity to having an adult porn star on here to now we're talking about sexing our turkeys. If you haven't seen that video, it's funny, it's fun. We had 6 turkeys, but we did lose one last week. We had a little turkey that just really failed to thrive, and I did everything I could for her, but she didn't come around. But so go check out that video. That's a fun video. But we needed more room, so we added a 5 foot by 10 foot chicken run on the side of the chicken coop. And I came out here to have coffee the other day, and it was a hot morning, and I went to go open up my umbrella, that big 6 foot patio umbrella, and it wasn't working anymore. The cord that raises everything had broken, and so I was going to throw it away because it was no good anymore. But I figured, why not use it for the chickens? So the chickens have a patio umbrella out there in their new run. They have new hanging waterers and feeders and some roost branches that we put up. And they have a swing. I put a swing up to see if my chickens are swingers. So we'll see if they hop on that swing and just hang out. I've seen so many videos and so many things where people say you got to put a chicken swing out there and let your chickens just kind of hang out on this swing. And I thought no, because I didn't want my pig to get caught up in it walking by because he doesn't see real well. But I went ahead and I thought, it'll break free if it needs to. If he gets caught up, it'll at least break free and he can get out. But so I put a new swing out there, and we found an old feed sign, an old metal feed sign, and I'm debating if we're going to put it up in there just for some nostalgia. I think it would be really neat. It's Buffalo Feeds. I can't find anything on the internet to give me any idea how much it's worth, but I'm debating, do I put it out on Marketplace for 200 or 300 bucks because those old feed signs are worth money, or do I just put it up in my chicken run? Probably put it up in my chicken run, but I'll be putting a video together to show all of the improvements that we did on our chicken house this week. Swinger chickens and sister wives turkeys. That's just pretty much how we roll here. Ice cream. Well, I put that swing up and I was like, I don't know if they're going to get on there or not, but I just don't know if my chickens are swingers or not. Do they like to swing? Do they prefer to keep 2 feet on the ground? Do they only hang out in trees together? I don't know. So we're going to see what we get. If I can catch them on the swing, I will take a video of it. Chrissy said she had a great weekend. That's wonderful. We had a little barbecue here at the house. It was just going to be um, my husband and I and our two sons showing up. But then my sister was in town, so she came over with her husband and their granddaughter. And so I ended up here. I had 5 grandbabies show up, and I had 2 of my sons. And we just had a really nice barbecue. They did their own thing. I don't eat meat. So I had my little veggie hot dogs, which I found a new brand of hot dogs. And I was going to tell Jim Kitchen which ones they are. I will get that info to you, Jim. They're really good. Uh, got some hot dogs going, made some macaroni salad, which I'm going to be doing again so I can enter it in that collab of the spring summer pastas. I got to get that going. I saved the vodka for me, Donna. My chickens aren't getting my vodka. That's mine. Debbie, you know I'm hysterical, and I'm glad you're getting to see all of my little YouTube friends here. Oh, you know it, Chris. If I can get a video, and if it's a short, I'm absolutely going to do a video short saying my chickens are swingers. I'm even thinking about when I do the whole video that I'm going to do to show what we did for our new chicken run. I'm going to put somewhere in the title, are my chicken swingers, and see if I get any hits on that. If I follow Donna's advice, I might have to entitle it "Are My Chickens Drunk Swingers?" and we'll see what happens there. And now all the rumors are going to fly. Ooh, did you see I just got buzzed by a barn swallow? We're going to tell Peter to behave himself on that one if he's still here in the chat. Well, guys, I've only got about 5 more minutes before the sun comes up over this walnut tree and completely blinds me. My batteries are getting low. And like I said, I just wanted to make this a short video, a short live today. I was only planning on coming on for about 20, 30 minutes, and we're already at 37 minutes. Isn't it funny how time flies when you're having fun? So I hope everybody has a great day. My coffee's almost done. I've only got just a couple of drinks left here in my coffee, but it's cold, and I need to get the pressure washer out and start on my deck before it gets too hot. Chrissy, you do your lives at work. I love it when you do that because I'm usually taking a break by then, and I can chime in when I get the opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sign off. We're coming up on 40 minutes, and I'll be doing more impromptus. Whether I'll be dressed, whether I'll be in my pajamas, or like my friend Debbie, be in a towel remains to be seen. You're welcome, Laura. Um, I appreciate all of you guys showing up. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up on the way out the door there. And I'll be posting some videos this week. And I may be showing up for some more impromptu lives, depending on the weather and just depending on how I'm feeling in the morning. So have a great day, everybody. Love to you all. I hope you have a great day, a great week. And so until we get the chance to chat again, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.